Oppan Gangnam Style.
Hello and welcome back to the SC2Improve Winter League Qualifier number 5. We are in game with our two finalists right now, so let's go straight on into it, guys. In the bottom right corner, he is from team aTn. He is a German. He is aTn's Delphi. And in the top left hand corner, we do have a red Zerg player from team aSperaSenin. He is in the top left. Senin. So, we'll see what these guys have to bring to the table here. You know, I've said it again. I said we'll see. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello, Gok Elmster. I hope you're having a good time. As well, to anyone else who's on my channel for the first time, please do give it a follow if you want to see when we go live with SC2Improve events, including the Winter League Round of 16, Round of 8, semi-finals and finals, as well as the SC2Improve weekly every week, as well as other stuff from me, Wardí. And if you enjoy my casting, please do tune in, because I'll be casting more and more stuff on this channel as time goes on. So see how this game goes. We see a pool first from Senin, whereas at the natural for Delphi we do see a hatch first. So hatch against pool first. You know, Senin's not going to be too far behind because he's going to throw down his hatch pretty quickly here. So just throwing down that hatch. So roles are reversed a little bit, whereas last game we saw Senin, in fact, the player who took the pool and hatch, whereas Delphi and where Senin actually took the hatch first instead of the pool when his opponent went pool and hatch. So it's turned around a little bit now. Delphi going for hatch first, pool, gas. Starting everything up here, so we'll see how this turns out. Gas not too far behind for Senin. Just starting that up there now. So see what the players want to do with their gases. Probably, obviously, both going to go for speed. We'll see if they pull out 100 though. Is the real question. Is Delphi going to come in here? Senin going to come in here with an Overlord, just to kind of have a little bit of a scouting. Can't really see anything though, apart from confirming there is in fact a hatchery where his opponent spawns. So, who would have guessed it, guys? Who would have guessed it? Delphi a little bit sloppy here. May lose this Overlord, but at the same time you can change direction pretty easily. Queen's going to start moving pretty slow off of creep, and only doing 8 damage at a time means this Overlord will most likely get away. But maybe not. Maybe I'm lying to you guys. In fact, yes, I am. Holy shit! Is the Overlord really going to go down? The Overlord goes down. So a bit of a big loss there for Delphi early on. A little bit sloppy. So Senin getting the first kind of victory in this game. Speeds up for both players. If you go over to Delphi's base, we can see he's already got that Bayonet nest on the way down. Senin not pulling out of gas either though, so both of these guys going up to Bayonets here nice and quickly. Senin with a couple of drone lead now. And Delphi having to double produce Overlords. Being a little bit supply blocked. He's going to be able to catch up in terms of his units here in just a second. Going to throw down his inject, of course. Very important at this kind of part of the game. Not to miss any injects, and there we go, inject at the main, inject at the natural, and everything is good to go. So the Bayonet nest finishing up for Delphi in just a second. Not even started though for Senin. He's probably going to start it down at the natural, I would expect, if he wants to start it, but in fact he actually goes for lair very quickly here, so he could be very vulnerable to some kind of timing from Delphi with a lot of lings and Bayonets, but Delphi's just morphing in Bayonets defensively here. In fact, a lot of lings out for Senin will mean that Delphi's 2 lings are actually going to run on by. Are they going to be able to get the scout off is the really important question, and yes they are. They're in fact going to see the very fast flare here. And that means Delphi knows exactly what his opponent's going for, the scout that he would have wanted. And that means he's actually going to cancel. He sees that lair, he knows, well, you can't be getting aggressive now. I'm going to take extra gases, go up to lair myself. He's got Carapace on the way. We'll see what stars these guys want to play. We'll already see the Rotron coming down for Senin. We're going to have a very passive ZVZ to start us off in game number 1 of the finals. So lair finishes up. Senin just chilling right now. Running across back home with some lings. So they're just going to come back in at home. some lings moving across the map as well for Delphi. So Delphi might be thinking about maybe getting a little bit aggressive here. That roach one at the start researching roach speed, which is what the very fast allows for. So Senin going for a very heavy roach timing with +1. Whereas, well, I'm not too sure what Delphi's going to go for right now. He's got his own roach running on the way. It's going to be a little bit later than his opponent. Of course, his lair's going to be late as well. But if he plays defensively, he should be okay. But he's going to have +1 carapace. Delphi a little bit sloppy there with Baneling. And he looks like Delphi not too sure what to do right now with these units at the front. So Delphi just looking to put a little bit of pressure on up this ramp. In fact, that's exactly what he's going to do. One Baneling gets a lot of them lings. Now the roaches do pop just in time, but already the Baneling is going to try and get through, do whatever damage they can, and Delphi will actually have to turn around. But not too bad of an attack. Then getting a little bit supply blocked. Not sure where that Overlord went down. But Delphi already with a third base on the way. Very, very brave, and considering he's about to face a +1 roach timing. Maybe not completely sure of it yet, but he sees all these roaches from his opponent. And he's only 7 roaches behind, so he's actually taking straight up to Infestors. In fact, he's buying a lot of time for himself here. Trying to just go for run buys and kind of changing the direction in which these roaches are going. Sending and throwing down the Nidus network too. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get into the base here very shortly. As that third hatchery just go down for Senin as well. So he's just going to expand as well. Not going to put everything into this timing. Maybe feels like he's maybe giving away too much of it now. But we'll see if his Nidus network can come to fruition as the Overseer begins to get into position. So the Overseer just chilling out, waiting. A lot of roaches running straight across the map anyway though. Delphi moving a couple of Banelings, more and more roaches coming out for him. He's got his own +1 missiles on the way. And just going to throw down a changeling. Going to go see where exactly his opponent is. His opponent sees that, going to pick up the changeling, but Delphi gets the kind of scouting he would want. He is a lot of roaches down right now. But he might actually be able to get a good engagement here. He's going to go straight in. It's better upgrades actually right now for Senin, so Senin should maybe be turning around and fighting this. But it looks like he has way more roaches. And Delphi forcing his opponent away here, but actually here comes the Nidus Worm. And this is what Senin wanted to do, pull his opponent out of position. Delphi is exactly that. He's completely out of position to deal with this. The infestation pit is probably going to go down here. Infestors are already on the way. Delphi can't really afford to make any more though. He's going to go for the Nidus network immediately here, and I like what Delphi's done. He's already left some units behind here, over here, but the Infestor gets to get a fungal off just beforehand. He's going to be able to take out these roaches. He took out the Nidus network. He's going to maybe lose his third base though. He has to be careful. Gets another fungal off. It looks like he may negate a lot of the damage as he's now streaming reinforcements over there, so he's dealing with this very, very well, in fact. And will force Senin to turn around. He'll have to restart his infestation pit, but he holds on to his third base. He holds on to his worker lead as well, which is absolutely huge in this circumstance. And now it looks like Senin might be about to lose another roach here, and yes, he will. And Delphi with a very nice hold there from what looked like a very tough situation to deal with. Another engagement here, maybe a little bit better for Senin now. Got the better concave, got the more roaches too, and the upgrades are even. Senin will actually start to take down the roaches of Delphi, so Delphi's going to have to back off for just a moment here. Another Nidus network on the way up. Delphi prepared for this, will be able to take that out with roaches, and that's the downfall of Nidus networks. They don't have that much health, but Senin getting ready to push into the third base of Delphi. Once again, he does have the upgrade lead one more time here, 2-0 against 1-1. The extra attack upgrade definitely more worthwhile than the armor upgrade. But Senin actually sacrifices some of his roaches for absolutely no reason really. He was going to get away just fine there. And now he sacrificed a few of his roaches. A bit of a dubious decision. And Delphi now just chilling out in the middle of the map, going to be able to fall back again. And Delphi really having his being pulled from corners right now. Senin just setting up in a defensive position back at home. Delphi just going straight up to Hydra's den. He's not actually restarted his pathogen glands, his infestation pit. So, no infestation pit. I like the fact he's patrolling for the roaches up in his main. No infestation pit, so he's going to go for Roach Hider, but infestors are going to be on the cards soon for Senin, who's finally been able to catch up in terms of economy, in terms of drones. So he's got them he's going to have his packaging lance starting up now, so about 30 seconds he'll be able to start up them infestors. Delphi though, he's got 10 hydras on the way, and if he can attack before too many infestors come out for Senin, he should be in a great position. The problem with attacking before then is, before too many infestors come out, is Senin is already banking up to make infestors, so he's going to have a lot of infestors very soon. He can start them around about now, in fact. So Delphi going to unburrow here. The hydras are going to start teaming up. He's got a lot of them, but 8 infestors could completely change this game. But is it going to be enough is the question. It's going to come down to, of course, the engagement. Is it going to come down to, can Delphi split up essentially? Can he maybe bait a fungal or two out of his opponent? He's going to max out here on Hydra Roach, and then he's going to go and attack, I feel, against the 8 ways of his opponent. And a little bit interesting here. Delphi just going to inject with his queen from his main, so not actually only on 2 queens right now. Now moving out across the map, and Spinecrawler will coming down for Senin. Of course, if Delphi tries to attack up the ramp, he can fungal quite nicely, so he feels pretty safe in terms of his natural. He feels this attack's going to come in, but in fact his infestors are out of position, and here we go. Delphi coming straight up here again, fungaled almost immediately. Hydras are going to come in from behind her in just a second, and here they are. Delphi doesn't quite have his +2 yet, so he's in fact fighting with an upgrade disadvantage. Them infestors are doing so much damage with the fungal growths, and is Senin going to be able to take out Delphi's army here? Delphi remaxed on just pure roaches right now, and with the extra fungal growths, Delphi, well, is he going to have enough? The roaches obviously zip through hydras quite fast, but the hydras, there's so many of them, the DPS is just too great, and the infestors now are probably going to die as well. And with roach reinforcements going to be coming up the map for Delphi very shortly, he's going to be able to, he's going to pick off that Eva chamber. That's not going to be too much of a big issue. But with reinforced roaches here, the infestors are out of energy, and because the infestors are out of energy, they're essentially dead supply. So Senin is really far behind on the supply now. His hydras do pop out, but they're actually popping out all over the place, which allows Delphi to get the better trade. And now Delphi's roaches are reinforcing here. He's going to be able to, he's going to have the rest of his hydras picked off. And Delphi, unfortunately, just Senin, unfortunately, just not quite enough there, as the roaches and hydras will continue on for Delphi. And Delphi takes game number 1 in pretty, well, not convincing fashion. It's a very back and forth game. Pretty exciting to watch. So we're going to be heading into game number 2 here in just a couple of moments. If Senin against Delphi, Delphi going to be up 1-0. So we're going to head into that in just a moment or two.